Hello, everyone. Welcome to another story time with Daisy and Moo, and this time we have Daisy. And I'm very excited to tell all of you about Daisy because there are so many stories I have. I've had her for over 5 years, and she has been a riot this entire time. There are tons and tons of stories, so I want to say one of my favorite ones of all time first. So, we have in the old house, we had a sliding door, and she would always sneak past it when we were bringing things in and out. I mean, she's a little door dasher, as we would call her. Right, Daisy? So, you put your head up, you know what you did wrong. So, one time, she gets out, and she's only gotten out about 3 or 4 times, and each time that she gets out, she, 2 out of 4 times, brings in a vole, which is essentially like a mole, a little bit different. So, small rodent, right? About the size of your, like the very palm of your hand. So she brings it in, and we have no way of getting it out the very first time. We had no way of getting this rodent out of our house. We didn't know where it went. We couldn't hear it. We didn't know what happened to it. So we just assumed she ate it, but we didn't know. So it was just really gross for like a week. We were like, are we gonna smell something? Awful experience, right? So one of our friends comes to visit and leaves the door open by accident. And this time she brings in, despite not being out for that long, literally 10 minutes, she brings in another vole. So I was really upset and remember the last time that one had gotten into the house, essentially, which was, again, thanks to you. And I was so upset about it that I literally reached down. Oh, Daisy, what's going on here? You got some fur in your face? That I reached down behind our, was a cabinet table, hybrid, and I picked it up with my own hands and I chucked it outside. It had bit me. It was really dumb idea, but I was just freaking out remembering the very first time that she had brought in the vole. And she looked at me like I was sinning. She couldn't believe I had just thrown it out. She looked at me with these wide, wide eyes for like a good few minutes, and then also kind of looked around the area and threw a little tantrum. She never does this. She threw a little tantrum that I had thrown it out the door. So, no, don't do that. It's not a good idea to ever pick up wild animals. However, I panicked. I really didn't want another experience of it. So, oh, what do you see? Oh, she sees the flapping in the wind. Yeah, you see that? Anyway, so we otherwise really, really didn't like it, as you can imagine. And Papa did not have as fast reflexes as the panicking mom. So I picked it up, chucked it out, and Daisy, she had a bit of a grudge against me for a bit. She wasn't too happy, but it was very cute in a weird way. And I have no idea how, despite not being out for so long, she manages to get animals. Which is really why you shouldn't have your cats outdoors. I understand that people think it's healthier for them mentally, but it is not for them physically, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Have your cat indoors. Right, Daisy? Because there's a lot of bugs and things they can get parasites from, and you might think it's fine that, oh, cool, killed a little mouse. That mouse could have had parasites. You just don't want to risk it. So, even if you see your cat getting an animal that you'd otherwise be happy about them getting, say a mole or something like that that's ripping up your yard, it's still best to remove the animal from them as soon as possible. Alright? Alright, Daisy. However, you shouldn't pick it up by hand and chuck it back outside if it comes into your house. We had set up traps the last time, but like I said, we didn't know what happened to it, so super weird. And we just assumed Daisy ate it, but she also would keep looking for it, so it's just a terrible experience. And at the end of the day, guys, I have no idea what happened to that vole. So, the second one, though, chucked out by hand, and Daisy was very upset with me. Aw, Yawn, are you happy with me now? Now that I'm not getting rid of your prey? She went, Mommy, I brought that in for you. Actually, the truth is she brought that in so it wouldn't run away. Right, Daisy? Which was just horrifying, because we didn't know she was out. We thought she was. I was kind of just hopeful that she was hiding somewhere, so I was still looking in the house for her when she came running back in. And Papa was looking outside for her, though. But did not see when she ran back in. So this is a sneaky, sneaky girl. She's a little door dasher and knows how to stay out. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice of you. We had a little, essentially plaything for them outside where they could go out the window into a little caged area. So she knows where she's at. She's aware of her surroundings, but, oh, and if anyone wants to get one of those, they're really cool, but I do warn you, there is an issue with heating and cooling. It loses a lot of either hot or cold air, depending on which it is. So just make sure that the window you pick is not one you use often, and not next to something that, you know, say, your sofa or something. Oh, I get your back. Bed, wherever it might be. Because, it really, really does not have good insulation. But it is what it is. And they sell them all over the place. They're a little expensive, but hey, if you have a really small house and you want your cat to do that, that's great. We gave away ours because we moved into new house with screen and porch, and very nice for them. And there wasn't really a window that it could stick out of very well because the house is kind of a cottage, so all of the windows do not work well with it. But just saying, they exist. They're like little playhouses for the cats, super cute. Think of it. Think about getting one. But yeah. There's the vole hybrid story with now the outdoors. Congrats, you guys.